Hey John, it's Kevin. I think I figured out what your issue is on that alignment and why you're getting those little small sections. And you only mentioned the one section at the curve, but you actually have one down here at this first equation as well. And I think it has to do with a tolerance issue. So let's look at your. I'm going to look at your chain in the old Kogo tool because it shows it pretty easy in that view. So I'm going to open up Kogo, or try to at least, and here's your GPK. And I'm going to go to Navigator. I'm going to display your Route C North. And so your first equation is right here. And again, what it did is it created a little piece, 0.0043, just like it did for the curve down here. This length of curve is 0.0043. And again, I believe what it is it's a tolerance issue. So let's go ahead and just try to run through something and we'll just check it out. So I'm going to close down Kogo. I actually got a file that's already got the alignment in there before, or it created an alignment before any equations were added. And so the first equation is going to happen at this PI point. And so I'm going to just go up, or actually before I do that, I'm going to see what the exact value is, not to 2 decimal places, but out to like 7 decimal places for that station value at that PI point. So I'm just going to come over to my horizontal geometry report, and in here you can see that first PI. And what I did is I displayed my decimal place out to 7 decimal places. And to do that, you just have to go up to Tools, go to Format Options, and then where it says Station, you can just crank it out, open it up to 7. That's the maximum that you can do. And so what I'm going to do, when I put in that equation, instead of putting in a value of, I forget what you used, I think you used, let me go back here real quick, you used the backstation of 51 plus 07.7, I'm going to use it out to 7 decimal places when I put in that equation. So I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to come back to this alignment. I'm going to go to the task, I'm going to go to the equation tool, I'm going to locate that alignment, and right now the backstation's going somewhere else, so I'm going to come up to where it says backstation here, and I'm going to right click and paste that value out to 7 places in there. Now I just pasted it in there and it automatically rounded it down to 0.70, but it's still remembering all those decimal places that I put in there. So I'm going to just tab on, or kind of go up to the head station area, and I'm going to change that and type in what you wanted for the head station. On this one, I think you wanted 51 plus 07.00 for the head station. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and just left click to accept it and put in that station equation. I'm going to do the same thing for this other equation up here. So I'm going to hit F4. I'm actually going to go out and see what the PC station is out there, again using my horizontal geometry report out to 7 decimal places. And so I'm going to slide down to where I see the PC, and you can see here's the PC station, also right here's the same PC station. Now on yours, I think you used for the back station of 62 plus 00, and you can see that's not quite exactly 100% right, so we're going to use this value out to 7 decimal places. I'm going to copy it, I'm going to close that on down, and again I'm going to go back to task, I'm going to put in the station equation, and I'm going to locate the element. Again, it's remembering the previous one, so I'm going to come up here and I'm going to right click and paste that value in there. It will, as soon as I move my cursor, it will truncate it down, or it should. Yep, there it goes. But again, even though it's rounding it, it's still remembering those 7 decimal places in there. And so for the head station on this one, I think you wanted 62 plus 08.70. And so again, I'm just going to left click through all that and accept it. And I'm going to hit F4, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look at this chain in Kogo. So I'm going to go to my Kogo icon, and this chain is not linked back to your GPK. I wanted it set up separately, but I created a 0.001 GPK. So I'm going to go to that GPK and take a look at that, what it's now displaying. Hit OK to that. I'm going to go to Navigator again. I only got the one chain in there. And you can see I do not have those little pieces anymore. Here's the equation, and it didn't add in that little segment. And same thing for my curve, because I guess more accurately started the equation right at the PC point and not just beyond it. It did not create that little extra curve, and I think that's what it is. It's just a tolerance issue, and just do it the way I kind of got the number from the report and just paste that into the equation tool, and I think it'll work a lot better for you. Thanks.